Hello everyone, welcome back to Thailand Morna Beach with me, Wutt Suntorn. Yeah, so as promised in part one, we're going to get up close and personal today with the Royal Barges. So for scale, behind me is the Grand Palace and in front of me are the barges. And in this direction here, turn you around slowly, the barges. How exciting. So I'm going to do a video on each barge as we walk around. Some I'm going to give the history and information on, and some I won't, because we could be here forever. But anyway, let's have a good look around. Before we start this video, I'd just like to give a big thank you to His Majesty's Navy for allowing this visit to happen today. The Barge Garage was closed to the general public, but they allowed us in to do our filming and gave us all the time that we needed. I'd also like to do a special thank you to the officers and crew that gave their valuable time to answer any questions I had. Once again, a big thank you for allowing this video to happen. The first Royal Barge we'll be looking at today will be the Royal Ananta Nakkharat. We'll also be looking at the Royal Barge Suphannahong. The third Royal Barge we'll be looking at today is the Royal Narai Song Suban. The final barge we'll be doing a deep dive on is the Anekkachatphutchong. I just thought I'd show you the oarsmen sanding down the oars, then painting the shafts red and the blades gold in preparation for the Royal Barge Parade, which will take place with the King in a few weeks' time. As this is going to be a rather long video, I just thought I'd stress I'm only going to cover the first 4 barges, and then what we will do is I will then break down the other 8 barges and tell you a little bit about them, their names and the characters that sit on the front of the masts. Stay tuned to the end of the video because you might stand a chance of some free giveaways. The Royal Barge, the Ananta Nakkharat. The name comes from Sanskrit. The term means King of the Serpents. The original Royal Barge was built in the reign of King Rama III. He reigned 1824 to 1851. However, he passed before the finishing of the barge, so it then passed down to his son, who launched it and named it Ananta Nakkharat by King Mungat Rama IV, and he reigned from 1851 to 1868. The current Royal Barge, Ananta Nakkharat, was built during the reign of King Rama VI, 1910 to 1925, and launched on April the 14th, 1914. The bow is carved into a 7-headed naga, gilded, lacquered and decorated with mirrored glass ornaments. The hull and outside have been painted green and the interior painted red. In the middle of the barge is placed a tiled roof shrine housing a Buddha image and or the Katin robes, monk's robes. The length of the barge is 44.85 metres and the width of the beam is 2.58 metres. The depth of the hull is 87 centimetres and the draft is 31 centimetres. It is manned by 54 oarsmen with 2 steermen, 2 officers, forge and aft, 1 singleman, 7 royal cutters bearers, 3 royal fan bearers and 1 chanter. The video clip shows the Ananta Nakkharat reign in position for the Royal Barge celebration for His Majesty the King's birthday on the 28th of July 2024. The Royal Barge Suphannahong was originally built in 1548 by King Maha Chakrapat in the Ayutthaya dynasty, but he named it the Suphannahong. However, during King Rama I time in Ayutthaya period, who reigned from 1782 to 1809, wasn't so fond of the Suphannahong, so he dropped the C and then called it the Suphannahong. King Rama III, who reigned from 1824 to 1851, wasn't so fond of calling it Suphannahong, so he put it back to the original name, Suphannahong. It was then rebuilt in 1911 in the reign of King Rama VI. He decided to get rid of the C, and now it's called the Royal Barge Suphannahong. The head is made of a two-headed hamsa, carved with gilded, lacquered and mirrored glass decoration, and a crystal ball and tassels dangle from its mouth. The hull and the outside are painted black, and again the red is painted inside. In the middle of the barge is placed a pavilion in which there is a throne called Raja Balangkaya. This pavilion was built to house the king and his immediate royal family. The length of the barge is 46.15 metres. The width at the beam is 3.17 metres. The depth of the hull is 94 centimetres and the draft is 41 centimetres. Its displacement is 15 tons. It is manned by 50 oarsmen, 2 steersmen, 2 officers fore and aft, 1 standard bearer, 1 signalman, 7 royal charters bearers and 1 chanter. The chanter is the singing leader of the boat song, and the oarsmen chant rhythmically in unison together with the chanter on each barge. In 1992, the World Ship Trust presented the World Ship Trust Maritime Heritage Award to the Suphannahong, the Royal Barge. This clip is the Suphannahong tying off on the King's birthday, the 28th of July 2024. The Royal Barge Narai Song Suban means Lord Narai and is the epithet of Hindu god Vishnu and Subbana. It is the alternative to Garuda, the vehicle of the Lord. The term HML King Rama IX added the name to suggest that the Royal Barge was built in the reign of His Majesty the King. The Royal Barge shows figures of Vishnu mounted on Garuda, in its bow reflecting the impact of India in Thai tradition and art. Lord Vishnu features in his outstanding characters as follows. He is dark blue in colour. His 4 different emblems, namely Chakra, disc, Sankara, conch shell, Garada, spectre, and Trishula, trident, are held in his 4 hands. He is mounted on Garuda holding 2 Naga serpents. Both are to serve Lord Vishnu, since Garuda, the king of the birds, represents power of the sky, and Naga represent power of water. The presence of Vishnu over them denotes his power of protection of the whole world. At the prow of the Royal Barge and beneath the Garuda there is a porthole for a cannon. The interior of the barge is red and the exterior decorated with gilded lacquer, mirrored glass ornaments. In the middle of the barge is placed a pavilion in which the throne called the Raja Balangkaya is fixed. This pavilion was built to house the king and his immediate royal family. The length of the barge is 44.30 metres and the width of the beam is 3.20 metres. The depth of the hull is 1.10 metres and the draft is 40 centimetres. Its displacement is 20 tons. It's manned by 50 oarsmen with 2 steersmen, 2 officers forward and aft, 1 signalman, 7 royal charters, royal umbrella bearers and 1 chanter. I filmed this clip of the Royal Barge Narai Song Suban on the King's birthday on the 28th of July 2024. The video shows the chanter singing lead of the boat song, the oarsmen are now chanting rhythmically in unison together, as you can see. This picture shows the Narai Song Suban tying off to the buoy on the King's birthday. The Royal Barge Anekkachatphutchong was built in King Rama V's period, 1816 to 1910. Its hull and outside is painted pink with a red interior. Numerous small ornaments, serpents, figures are carved on the bow. In the middle of the barge is placed a pavilion in which the throne called Raja Balankaya is fixed. It would function as the king to take off his ornaments before arriving at the temple with the khatin, the robes for the ceremony. The length of the barge is 45.67 metres. The width at the beam is 2.91 metres. The depth of the hull is 91 centimetres and the draft is 46 centimetres. Its displacement is 7.7 tonnes. It is managed by 61 oarsmen with 2 steersmen, 2 officers forward and aft, 1 standard bearer, 1 signalman, 7 bearers of the Royal Charter, umbrellas which are the Royal Regalia, and 1 chanter. So that concludes the deep dive into the first 4 barges, but I thought I'd just pop this picture up so you can see a closer look at the figureheads of the first 3 barges. Before we move on to take a brief look at the other barges, please take this time to like and subscribe. Thank you. Oh, and stick around to the end to see if you're in with a chance of getting one of our giveaways. Next 2 barges we're going to look at. One is called the Krabi Pra Mung Man and the other is the Krabi Ran Ron Rap. They are both carved monkeys, one white and one black. They don't wear a crown but they wear a hat and they are gilded. Both barges were originally built in the reign of King Rama I between 1782 and 1809. Sadly, both barges got destroyed during the Second World War, but thankfully both mastheads stayed intact. The Fine Arts Department of the Royal Navy rebuilt the barges in 1965. The length of both barges are 26.80 metres and the width at the beam is 2.10 metres and the depth of the hull is 51 centimetres. Each barge is manned by 36 oarsmen with 2 steersmen, 1 officer, 1 standard bearer, 1 signalman and 2 station markers and 10 drummers. The next 2 Royal barges we're about to look at, their names are Azura Paksi and Azura Waya Bak. The Azura Paksi figure has a green coat with a purple front and a green back, and the Azura Waya Bak figure has a dark blue body with a purple coat. The names mean mythical demons, like a bird demon who consume wind. The 2 barges was originally built in the reign of King Rama I between 1782 and 1809. They were repaired by the Fine Arts Department of the Royal Thai Navy in 1965. The length of the barges is 30 metres and the width of the beam is 2.3 metres. The depth of the hull is 62 metres and it is manned by 30 oarsmen with 2 steersmen, 1 officer, 1 standard bearer, 1 signalman, 2 station markers and 10 drummers. The next 2 Royal barges we're going to take a look at, their names are Palirang Tawip and Su Karip Krong Mong. Both barges reflect the recognition of the Thai ramekin, which was written by King Rama I between 1782 and 1809. The figurehead of the first barge features a crown monkey with a carved and gilded with a green body. The second barge features a crown monkey carved and gilded with a red body. The two barges were originally built in the reign of King Rama I. At the prow of each barge and beneath its figurehead is a porthole for a cannon. The length of each barge is 27.54 metres and the depth of the beam is 1.99 metres. The depth of the hull is 59 centimetres and its displacement is 6.97 tonnes. Each barge is manned by 34 oarsmen with 2 steersmen, 1 officer, 1 standard bearer, 1 signalman and 2 station markers. Well, thank you for staying to the end of the video and thank you for sharing this journey with me around the Royal Barge Garage. I had such a fantastic day there and I hope that you found this enjoyable too. I'd like to thank the National Museum of Royal Barges. I'd also like to thank the imuseum.finearts.go.th. And now for the giveaway. I have 14 subscribers and I want to thank each and every one of you. But let's see if we can't push it up to 50 or more. All you have to do to stand a chance in getting one of my limited edition photographs is to like and subscribe and email me at tmtab.w2024@gmail.com and just say hi. Also include the picture number that you think you might like. Once I reach my 50 subscribers, I will choose 10 people randomly from the emails and send you a little goodie package including your photographs. Thank you everyone. Bye.